Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Amber and this is a channel all about plus size fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Today I have a haul from Abercrombie and Fitch. So we all know how everybody loves a glow up, and I would say Abercrombie and Fitch is definitely a company who's gone through such a tremendous glow up in recent years. If you are like me and you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, I mean, that was like my teenage years, you know the obsession that everybody had with Abercrombie. Everybody would wear the little baby tees with like the monogram on it, and they'd wear the little mini skirts, the denim, all that stuff. Well, me, as a plus size youngster, couldn't really wear the clothes from Abercrombie. I do remember going in once and getting a baby blue, yes, the color of the moment as well, a baby blue men's t-shirt in an XXL and like making that fit my body. And I was like, I fit in, I'm part of the cool kids, all that stuff. So and I mean, there was a whole bunch of toxic stuff with their company as well, like the leaders in the company. If you haven't heard, there's a documentary that talks about it, which I thought was really interesting because I remember hearing things about drama at the company, but watching the documentary really kind of like explained what was going on. They got rid of Mike Jeffries, who was the CEO, and the company really kind of like was quiet for the next decade or so. And they really kind of worked on building inclusivity, not only within the people who work there, but also within the models that they use in their ads. And then also they started expanding their size offerings as well. They are not fully inclusive within their size, so I wouldn't say that they go a whole range of plus. They go up to an XXL, which I think is their equivalent to, well, let's see. They go up to an XXL, which we'll see what that equates to in plus size clothing. But they also go up to a 37 in their denim, which is, they're saying the equivalent of a 24, I believe. So I'm curious to know if like their XXL fits as a 24 would, or if it fits smaller like a 20 or something. So today I've got a lot of denim. I think I've got 3 or 4 different fits in denim. We've got some leather pants because those have been so viral on social media. Faux leather. I've got a couple outerwear pieces. I think 1 dress and 1 like little skirt. I wanted to find some tops. They're all like, well, first of all, the assortment of XXL available is a lot smaller. It is not everything. So with that being said, there weren't a lot of items, like it was mostly denim driven. And then for tops, it seemed like there wasn't a lot offered, and if they were offered, they were a bodysuit, and my long torso just like can't do bodysuits, like they never fit right. So I didn't order any tops, unfortunately. So all the tops you see are just ones that I own, but we're definitely gonna see how their bottoms fit today, and that's exciting because I think bottoms are always really tricky to wear anyways. You have to get like a good fit. So I will stop rambling and let's get into the haul. As a reminder, here are my measurements. I am 5'6", I wear about a size 22, and I am straight from the front but curvy from the side, so a curvy rectangle. And everything I ordered today, it'll either be in that XXL or that size 37. I've tried on Abercrombie once before when they first launched their extended sizes, and I had some like trouble with their fit. So I am curious if their fit has evolved at all. But I did order the top of the size scale just because I wasn't sure if there would be much stretch in the items. Yeah, so let's check it out. Okay, so this first pair that I have on is their ultra high rise ankle straight. I'm wearing a 37. So my first thoughts on these are, for an ultra high rise, I feel like I want them to be higher. I'm also finding massive gaping in the back. I could definitely like fit a friend in there. There is a little bit of stretch, but not a lot. It's definitely like just for comfort. And the rest of the body fits fine. It is a little bit longer on inseam where it's not actually like an ankle on me. The wash is nice. The destruction hits at a decent spot. It is a little bit low on my leg, but it all just seems like a little bit long for me. I just think I don't know. It feels like they might bag out a lot. It also, I mean, definitely just feels big at the waist, so nothing's like holding it up. I wouldn't say they're like close to the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn, I guess. Like if I owned these, I wouldn't reach for them. I would reach for something else. So starting off, not great. They also have like the curve love. And I think I got it in 1, maybe 2 when we go through the other styles. And I'm curious if that's gonna fit me better. Like maybe it tapers in more at the waist. So hold tight and we'll see. But let me show you a different pair of the ankle straight. So interestingly enough, here is the black version. Also in a 37. These seem to fit like a little bit better, like where the rise should be in my mind is where they're hitting, where the other ones felt a little bit like shorter in the rise. Once again, I'm still getting a really crazy amount of back gaping here. But overall they do feel a little bit more comfortable to me. The wash is like a washed black, and then it has some destruction at the knees and like grinding at the bottom. There are pockets front and back, and then it is just like a button zip closure. I don't know, I feel like if I got this tailored in, I wouldn't mind these. Like they're kind of cute. I don't know, what do you guys think? So then I had seen this beautiful faux leather bomber online and I had to try it. So this is the XXL. It is in this buttery soft vegan leather. It's this beautiful brown color. It's cropped, it has this like little collar detail. It's got pockets that have snaps to like keep them closed. And then there is elastic at the bottom of the cuff and the bottom band. A little bit of elastic at the bottom band. My only issue with this is it's like too puffy. I feel like a toasted marshmallow. Which makes me so sad because the fabric itself is so beautiful. And then also like these cuffs are a little bit aggressive with like the elastic. I don't know. I'm sad. I'm not going to keep this one because it's just not right, but I love the idea of it. So maybe if they make a less puffed one next year, I'll get it. So one other jacket I got is this like long wool like blazer top coat. This is also in an XXL. I feel like for the most part, I was actually really unsure how the sleeves were gonna fit. And they are ever so like snug. Like I'm wearing a long sleeve tee underneath here and they are fine, but I wouldn't mind just like a little bit more. The thing that doesn't really fit me though is like this first button is fine. The second button is okay. The third button definitely too tight. So like if you're looking at a side view, it's like really fitted to the hip and then I've got all this excess here. I run into that problem a lot just like with my shape, but this one does feel like it fits maybe more closer to like a 20. But the plaid is really pretty. It's this little brown and tan houndstooth. And then there are pockets. The pockets are in a nice spot. They're not like right on the side seam. And overall, like it's really cute worn open, you know, if that was the vibe you were going for, you could definitely do that. But yeah, this one's just not quite there for me either. Okay, so pleasantly surprised with this next pair. These are the ultra high rise flare, also in a size 37. And they fit beautifully. There's good stretch in them. They have a nice rise. There is no back waist gaping at all. Really nice. The fabric is very soft, like really soft, and good stretch. They are a tad bit long. I am wearing a little heel with it right now. But otherwise, these are great. Yeah, I'd recommend. All right, let's try on a little faux leather bottom, shall we? These are a pull-on. I think they're a straight leg with a slit. They are in an XXL, obviously the color black. These are not a keeper in my book. I don't know, I just don't like them. They did take a little muscle to get on, and I feel like even with that, the waistband feels like it's going to keep sliding down a bit. They are, I think, supposed to be straight leg with a slit, but they get like pretty fitted on my leg. So they almost look like a little flare with a slit, which I'm not mad at. But overall, I just don't feel like they're super flattering on me. And definitely very like second skin. I wonder if there was like a size up, if I'd like those better. Though I do feel like these are supposed to be more fitted, so I don't know. Like there's good enough stretch in them. They are also a little noisy. These ones aren't quite for me. So now I have a different little faux leather piece. This is a little skirt. I'm wearing it in an XXL in the color black. So nice little faux leather. There is some stretch to it. It has a clean waistband at the top with no elastic, and then it is a zipper side zip. Those are always a little bit tough to get on, especially shorts, because you can't really like move it because there's legs underneath. Oh, and it's a skirt, so there are shorts underneath. They're very itty bitty. They're also in like a lining fabric, but they're there, a little short. And then overall, this is a very short skirt. So if you're all like, yes girl, let me show off all the legs, this would be great for you. I like to show off maybe half the legs, so a little short for me. And also, like there's plenty of room in the waist. It does feel like it gets a little bit like tight at the hip and then flares out. So it's like I almost wish I had a little bit more room here, so it was just like more of an A-line. And then there are little pleats. Sorry, that little noise is my cat playing with a button. But yeah, there are pleats kind of around the front and the back. Ultimately cute style, just not maybe my first choice for a skirt, but definitely cute and fits. Hey, it fits. So that's a win. So I'm really confused by this next one. So this is the Curve Love 90 straight. In my mind, I thought the 90 straight was just like the full length of their ankle straight. But this isn't full length. This is hitting at like such a better place on my ankle than the ankle straight was. So this is also a size 37. It is black denim with black leather details on it. And these fit so well. Like this is what I wanted that ankle straight to fit like. Like the rise is nice and high. The back has very minimal gaping. There's stretch in the leather part and not really in the front. But I don't miss it because I've got so much stretch on the back part. Now this might be a little bit more like novelty or fashion than what you're looking for, but ultimately the fit is really good. I do have a couple other pairs that are just in traditional denim washes in the same fit, so I am very curious to see how those will fit. But this one's actually surprisingly a win for me right now. Okay, so this is the high-rise 90s relaxed jean. So maybe it's different than the 90s straight, unsure. But I'm wearing a 37 and it is in a blue wash. So these are the Curve Love ones. They do fit a little bit better, but with that being said, I do still have waist gaping in the back here. I'm also getting weird bunching like underneath the tummy. So I don't love that. But otherwise they fit really good. They are a little bit long. I am wearing a little heel, but that is kind of the look. So I'm not super mad at it. I like the wash on these. Stretch. I don't think there's any stretch. If there is, it's a very small amount. I probably wouldn't pay the price for these for like how they fit me right now. If they fit your body better, I think these are definitely worth it, but I don't know, they're just not quite perfect for fit. I'd rather have like a little bit more stretch to kind of mitigate some of these. I know, and they're supposed to be baggy. I don't know, they aren't perfect for me. So they're great jeans, just not great for me. And on to the next. The struggle to get into this jean. This is another 90s relaxed, though it is not ultra high rise, so in my mind it's a low rise, like that's all there is. It does fit more like a mid rise, which is not great for my shape. They also were really tough to get on, like to button. There's no stretch, really rigid. These ones have a little slit at the front. This is a 37 as well, and you can see this lovely little gap at the back. Yeah, no. My answer is no. Next. So these are another leather pant. They are in a size 37, and they're in this beautiful brown color. I like these way better than the pull-on pants, and I think this color, like I said, is stunning. These are a straight leg, high rise. I am still running into like the back waistgaping here. I'm at the point where I think it's just probably my shape. I like have too much difference between the hip and the waist. But these have a lot of stretch in it, so it might be worth sizing down to see if that then fits my waist better. Right now I do feel like if I were to wear them, they would start to slide down a bit. I also am getting this little excess down here, which is not normal for me in jeans, so might just be either these are a little too big, or the pattern that they, like their fit at Abercrombie might just be a little bit not perfect for my body. But otherwise, these are really comfortable, really cute, and I like that the leather is just like subtly shiny, not super shiny. And I like the straight leg on the leg too, instead of like a super fitted leg. So lots of pros for this. I understand why they're popular on social media. I might just try to size down and see if those are a little bit better for me. So last up, I am seeing so many people wearing pleated trousers back to like sneakers, sweatshirts, that sort of thing. It's kind of this like high-low dressing. And I think I've seen that Abercrombie has a pair that people really like. So I was able to get my hands on a pair. I was looking for black, they didn't have it. So I do have some camel ones, which are actually really pretty. But these are in an XXL. The fabric is a polyrayon span trouser fabric, but it almost has like a sweatshirt vibe to it because it's stretchy, it's comfortable. It's almost like really great sweatpants made into a tailored pant. It does have the two pleats here, which usually I don't love because they spread and pull. These ones are pulling just a touch, and it does feel maybe a little bit fitted on my hip, but because there's so much stretch to the fabric, I wonder if I were to like sit and wear them for a little bit, that they would expand and just be like the perfect fit ever. The length is really great also, which is surprising. I am wearing a little heel, but even without that, with the sneaker, these still would be great. There's pockets, faux pockets in the back, and yeah, it's really cute. I kind of like these. Right now I do feel like, I don't know if it's the pocket or the pleats, but I am getting like weird fit right where my tummy hits my thighs. So once again, I think if these were able to stretch out a bit and relax, these would just be like the perfect trouser type of pant for me. All right guys, that wraps up our Abercrombie haul. Let me know down below which items I should keep and which must go. Also, let me know if you've tried anything that you recommend, or if you're gonna try some stuff now based on this video. As always, thank you for stopping by and letting me play dress up. And please comment, like, subscribe, share, and come back for more. See you next time.